no knowledge at all that Rasulullah ﷺ and the Muslims are coming. But Al-Abbas, he had already became a Muslim in Mecca, but he was hiding his Islam. He had Islam, and some scholars say a year or 2 years before the 8th year of Hijrah. But then he decided now to leave Mecca and migrate to Rasulullah ﷺ. He was the last. He was one of the last people that would actually have Hijrah, because after that, Hijrah stopped after the conquest of Mecca. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave the reward, inshallah, of Hijrah to Al-Abbas. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was very happy to see his uncle. And then in Al-Abwa, he met other two cousins that were so harmful to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. One of them was his uncle's son, his cousin, the Al-Harith, and his name was Abu Sufyan. Is another Abu Sufyan, Ibn Al-Harith. And the other one was the son of his aunt, and his name Abdullah ibn Umayyah. And he saw them, and he just was, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam started seeing these two people that harmed him so much, injured him so much, and attacked him so much, although they're his relatives. So he turned his face away from them. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, by his wife Salama, she said to him, لا يكن ابن عمك وابن عمتك أشقى الناس ذاك. Don't let your cousins be so unfortunate of you, now they're coming to you. And then Abu Sufyan, his cousin that used to harm Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam so much, came to Ali and said, what can I say to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? I mean, I know I harmed him so much, but tell me how can I apologize to him? And Ali said, ائت رسول الله من قبل وجهه فقل له ما قال أخوة يوسف ليوسف. Come to him and tell him what the brothers of Yusuf told the Yusuf when they were apologizing to Yusuf. And what they said, تالله لقد آثرك الله علينا وإن كنا لخاطئين. Wallahi, Allah has preferred you, gave you favor over us, and we were wrong. We were indeed in bad mistakes. So he came to him, to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and he said these words of Quran. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam answered him with the words of Yusuf to his brothers. He said, لا تثريب عليكم اليوم يغفر لكم ويغفر الله لكم وهو أرحم الراحمين. That then today there is no punishment upon you. May Allah forgive you, and He is the most merciful. So that's how he received his enemies. And then the Muslim army continued on and camped in an area, in a place called Marru Dhahran. And that was where Muslims camped, and that is north of Mecca. On that Marru Dhahran, the Muslim camp was established. 10,000 Muslim fighters camping in that area, in that valley. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam at night, he said, light the fires. So every soldier lit his own fire. So the whole valley lit up. 10,000 fires were lit in that valley. A huge scene. And then he put the guards around to guard for a possible scouts or coming of the pagans of Mecca. And the leader of the guard was none but Umar ibn al-Khattab. He was given the duty of taking over the guards. Al-Abbas, he wanted to let Quraysh know. Abbas does not want a massacre to happen. He does not want fighting to happen. And he knows that Quraysh has no chance in fighting this huge army. Now we know the numbers of Quraysh are not that great. And he rode upon the mule, he took the mule of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, you know, the one that Al-Muqawqas sent to him, and he took that mule and he started riding around the camp, just exploring things. Maybe he will see someone, maybe he can get some of the news out to Mecca. And he saw two shadows lurking in the dark. And he started getting close, and he heard the voice of Abu Sufyan. Al-Abbas now, riding and around the camp, and he hears the voice of Abu Sufyan. Abu Sufyan says, مَا رَأَيْتُ كَاللَّيْلَةِ نِيرَانًا قَطْ. I have not seen the valley lit up with so many fires before. وَلَا عَسْكَرًا. And so many soldiers. I mean, obviously it's a military camp. It's huge. And then with him was Budayl that man of Khuza'ah that went to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and told him, because both of them were expecting somebody to come, were expecting an attack, but they were not sure. So they would go out every night and just scout the horizon, looking for the army. And then Budayl said, هذه والله خزاعة, this is my tribe, this is my people. حشمتها الحرب, they're coming to retaliate for what you guys did to them in Al-Watir. Abu Sufyan said to him, الخزاعة أقل من هذا وأحقر. Khuza'ah is not as big as this, and they're not as honorable or as huge as this army. And then Al-Abbas said, then I spoke and I said, Aba Hanzala, and that was the nickname of Abu Sufyan. And Abu Sufyan heard his voice and he knew him, he recognized the voice, and he said, Aba al-Fadl, and that was the name of Al-Abbas. He said, Na'am, I am Abu al-Fadl, I am Al-Abbas. He said, Ma laka fidaka abi wa ummi, what is going on? Tell me, Al-Abbas, do you have any knowledge of what's going on? He said, هذا رسول الله في الناس. This is Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and his army. وَصَبَاحَ قُرَيْشٍ وَاللَّهِ. You have a mourning to face, wallahi. You have to be ready for your mourning after this night, ya Abu Sufyan. Abu Sufyan looked and he said, فَمَا الْحِيلَةِ فِدَاكَ أَبِي وَأُمِّي. What do we do? Tell me, Abu al-Fadl, what can I do in front of this huge? He said, Abu al-Fadl, Al-Abbas said to Abu Sufyan, وَاللَّهِ لَإِنْ ظَفَرَ بِكَ لَيَضْرِبَنَّ عُنُقَكَ. If they caught you, they will cut your head off. They will kill you. They will execute you. You're the leader of the enemy. And if they capture you, and the treaty is already gone, it's violated by you, then they have the right to kill you. But come with me. Ride with me on the Prophet's mule, so people will not attack you if they see you with me. So, and let me go take you to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Let us ask him what the solution is. What can we do to prevent this? So Abu Sufyan said, yes, I'll come with you. Abu Sufyan is now so desperate, and he's in complete surrender of what happened. He knows the mistakes, and he knows that they have no power to fight the Muslim army. So as they were going across the guards would look at the mule and see Al-Abbas, see the uncle of Rasulullah, and they see the mule of Rasulullah, and they will let it pass. Because, this is really an insider that is coming in. Except one man that wanted to inspect things out. That is the leader of the guard, that's Umar. Umar said, I'm the leader of the guard, I'm responsible for this camp. I need to see what's going on. So he goes up, and he goes to Al-Abbas, and he said, Aba Sufyan, قَدْ أَظْفَرَنَا وَاللَّهِ بِكَ يَا اللَّهُ يَا عَدُوَ اللَّهِ. We got you today, Abu Sufyan here. And he started running to the tent of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, wants to get the permission before they get there, so he can kill Abu Sufyan. He will tell him that I found Abu Sufyan and just give me a permission to finish him off. And Al-Abbas started racing him and riding on the mule. So Al-Abbas got to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam a little faster than Umar, and ran to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then he said, Ya Rasulullah, هذا Abu Sufyan wa ana ajartu. I have given the protection to Abu Sufyan. Al-Abbas is telling his nephew, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, don't let anybody kill this man. I gave him protection. He came with me. He came under my protection. And Umar said, Ha Rasulullah, Umar got there right behind him and said, Ya Rasulullah, da'ni adrubu anaqa. Let me finish him. Let me kill him. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, sit down. Everybody sit down and let me handle this. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, take him, Abbas. Take him to your tent. Let him rest. And when it's close to the morning, when it's close to dawn, bring him back to me. So Al-Abbas took Abu Sufyan, let him rest. Well, the scare that he had his neck was about to be taken out by Umar, and he settled him down, and they brought him back to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam at the break of dawn. They walked into Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam looked to Abu Sufyan, and he said, وَيْحَكَ يَا أَبَا سُفْيَانَ أَلَمْ يَأْنِ لَكَ أَن تَعْلَمَ أَنَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ. Abu Sufyan, isn't it time that you know that there is no God but Allah? Abu Sufyan looked at him and he said, بِأَبِي أَنْتَ وَأُمِّي مَا أَكْرَمَكَ وَأَحْلَمَكَ وَأَوْصَلَكَ. You are the most merciful, the most generous man I know. لقد ظننت لو أن مع الله إلها غيره لقد أغنى عني شيئا بعد. If there is any God with Allah, if there's any deity with Allah, they would protect me. They would not let me become what I have become tonight. Helpless man that is a leader of a huge tribe in Arabia that used to be the most honorable, and now they're just basically helpless. If there is another God with other than your God, they would have helped us. And then he said, وَيْحَكَ يَا أَبَا سُفْيَانَ أَمَا لَكَ أَن تَعْلَمْ بِأَنِّي رَسُولُ اللَّهِ. Now he already concurred that there is no God but Allah, Abu Sufyan. And then Rasulullah ﷺ wants him to have the full Islam. He said, isn't it time that you know that I am the Prophet of Allah, that I am the messenger of God? And then Abu Sufyan said, أَمَّا هَذِهِ فَإِنَّ فِي النَّفْسِ مِنْهَا شَيْءٍ. And this one, that you are the messenger of God, I'm still not fully convinced. I still don't have full faith of